I want to actually do something I call the Pokemon review. So each stream I'll actually pick a Pokemon at random, and we'll go on Bulbapedia, read a little bit about it, and I'll give my pros and cons and things like that about my honest review of the Pokemon, about the abilities, the designs, and not and maybe not from the Radical Red version. So let me just put that in a new thing. So my thought on the explosion. I'm pretty sure it was so sudden and everything, and even Lady Legant wasn't actually dead when the explosion happened in the chapter before. Sorry, spoiler alert, but the second one, so because of that, I don't think anyone is actually in danger right now. But let's see. It's just weird because I would assume that All for One is actually want to get Deku alive, so I'm pretty sure it wasn't something to actually kill. But let's see our first Pokemon review. Okay, so I'll focus on this new segment. So welcome to the first Pokemon review. Like I was saying, I'll pick each stream. I'll pick a Pokemon at random on the random Pokemon generator, and I'll just do a review. I'll go through the Bulbapedia page just to see the stats, the stories, and everything. Like anything that could be super interesting. So our first our first Pokemon review will actually be on Stunfisk. So let's see. Stunfisk on Bulbapedia, and let me. I think the best scene for that would actually be. Wait, where it is? Where is it? Just chatting. Be right back. Stream ending. Mobile. PC console games. So I think. That's not what I wanted. Maybe the display. Wait, I'll just remove that. And I'll capture window, capture Pokemon preview. Create new. And then this one. Oh wait, we don't see anything right now because it's on top of everything. So now it should be under everything. And properties. Oh, we'll have a lot of capture method. Okay, so Stunfisk. I think it's a ground electric Pokemon. And it has a Galarian version, which is a ground steel. So let's just see. Biology. So Stunfisk is a flat fish-like Pokemon with a broad mud-brown body. At the base of its yellow tail is a yellow marking shaped like an exclamation mark when seen from behind. It has small horizontal oval-shaped eyes, white with a tiny black pupil and no irises. Okay, it's just like a description. I don't want to actually the description of the biology, but I want to get like what's interesting about its biology. So like Stunfisk, very tough skin, keeps them unarmed if stepped on. Even by sumo wrestlers. That's really specific. To exploit this, it buries itself in the mud of the seashore and waits for prey to pass by. And that's why you find it by fishing or in the on surf encounters, even though it's a ground electric type. Whenever unsuspecting prey touches Stunfisk's body, it is zapped. Stunfisk smiles when electrocuting its foes. It likes actually dealing damage to anything and make them suffer from electricity. If it cannot paralyze its foe, it contorts itself with unexpected speed and flops away. And the Galarian Stunfisk is really similar, but I think it cannot generate electricity, but the high iron content of the mud it lives in has strengthened its fins, which have adapted into an apparatus again to a bear trap. So instead of electrocuting, it actually will work as a bear trap, and it's really cool in the design actually. Galarian Stunfisk leaves its red and white mouth, which looks similar to a Pokeball visible to lure and prey, and then slaps its fins shut on them so they cannot escape. It is the only known Pokemon capable of using the move Snap Trap. Let's actually see what's Snap Trap. In addition to dealing damage, Snap Trap inflicts 1/8 of the target's maximum HP as damage per turn for 4 to 5 turns upon use. It also traps the target, preventing switching and escape. If the user switches out, the target will be freed. Okay, so if you get Stunfisk out, that's a pretty good move, I feel like. That's a pretty nice move. But yeah, so, I mean, I really like the idea of the design of Stunfisks. I just feel like it feels a little lame, I would say. And what's funny about the Galarian Stunfisk is that it uses its Pokeball shaped mouth to lure and prey. And I think only trainers would actually go and get like would approach something that looks like a Pokeball because it's an item. So the prey, if you think a little bit about it, the prey of Galarian Stunfisk is actually human trainers. But maybe Pokemon are actually attracted to Pokeballs, but usually they're not. So I would assume that if you think a little bit about it, human trainers are actually Galarian Stunfisk's prey. Also, I really like the ground electric type combo. Not that much the ground steel, because I think it's already been done a lot, but not the ground electric. Thing is, I mean, ground is not resistant to its own typing, so Stunfisk would still be weak to ground, if I think so. Also, what I want to check is actually its abilities. I don't know. I would have assumed. Oh, it's static, limber, or Sylvr for Stunfisk, and Mimicry for Galarian Stunfisk. So static. Oh well, static is just the you have a chance to apply paralyze if a Pokemon actually touch. Limber, I don't think I actually know. It prevents paralysis. Wait, isn't it? I think it's... I'm pretty sure it's useless for electric type Pokemon in later generations, because I think at some point a lot of Pokemon of the afflictions like burn, paralyzed, frozen and things like that, if you were of the type that is usually connected to that, for example, electric type and paralyzed, you would be immune to the to being paralyzed. So I think at some point, yeah. I don't think they talk about this here though. But Sylvr, I think it's just ups evasion in the Sandstorm, which is okay. So I think static is the best ability. Mimicry, change the Pokemon type depending on the terrain. Oh, so it changes depending on the actual terrain. But the Stunfisk, during electric terrain, it would become electric type. Mimicry will activate. I don't know what happens if it's a dual type though. For example, does it lose both ground and steel and becomes electric or something like that? But I didn't think Galarian Stunfisk would have an ability like that, and it's the only one. It doesn't even have an hidden ability. So it can actually be used as a counter if you play against people, a trainer or people that actually use terrain, because you usually get the terrain to your advantage to get something out of it, and if you actually change the typing, it will actually counter a little bit. So that could be a good way to actually play Galarian Stunfisk. But the abilities of the regular Stunfisk are kind of okay, I would say. Let's see. Apart from that, what's the actual? Oh yeah, Pokédex entry. I want to see. Its skin is very hard, so it is unhard even if stepped on. Oh, okay, that's because it the sumo wrestler thing. It's because of the Pokédex entry. Yeah, so I don't think we'll have any more information interesting from the Pokédex entry that isn't in the biology part, but yeah. As I thought, the stats are kind of bad. So, but yeah, I don't think it's really used that much. Oh yeah, actually, it's weak to ground. It's still weak to ground. But yeah, so that was it for the Pokemon review. I don't think I have anything else to say. Like I said, the actual design choices around being some kind of bear trap for the Galarian Stunfisk, and just being some kind of like the flatfish, I don't remember the name, but zapping its spray or things like that, and actually not being a water type is actually kind of interesting. It's just that the look of it is not, I don't think it's that good though. So yeah, I think that's it for this stream Pokemon review. I'll actually take some notes about all my reviews and I'll compile them in a Google Drive. It's not really ready yet, and I'll already start putting things about Stunfisk in it, but at some point I'll also add a command when you can actually just go and see all the information on all my reviews. And also, if you want, I'll probably, if I review your favorite Pokemon at some point, I could actually put that in the notes or something like that. But yeah, I think that will be it for today's Pokemon review.